Nutritional recommendations and obesity. We usually observe the so-called daily needs for nutrients in packages. If these packages are following the recommendations of the DRIs or the WHO, are these recommendations real for each individual? You have already noticed that there are individuals who gain weight easily and others who eat and never gain weight. So how do people who have differences be treated as equals? For example, everyone needs an exact amount of vitamin A, or these values may vary from individual to individual. The right should be said that it should vary. We usually use a probabilistic curve to define these variations. So we have a group of individuals who need a smaller than average amount, we have individuals who need the average, and we have individuals who need above average. But how do you determine the nutritional values for the population? If we take a value that is 97.5% higher, let's say that the individual who needs the lowest value and is assuming 0.5% and has the highest value at 100%, or 97.5% is almost the person what you need most. What does that mean? This means that we are using a higher parameter for a population. And what are the consequences of this? We do not eat nutrients, we eat food. We do not order 30 grams of protein, with 40 grams of carbohydrate, 2,000 units of vitamin A, and so on. So if we eat, we take a range of individuals who need more nutrients and we use for people who need less. What happens to these individuals who need less? In other words, these individuals who need less will have to eat more than they need. And this is tending to cause the population to fatten because it consumes more food than they need. So two things can usually occur: the person who continues to gain weight, or consider that such a data is of no use. You can go to a professional who will usually use 50%, or you will have a 50% chance to gain weight or 50% to lose weight. It is logical that a professional will adjust properly until you determine the right point of the body. The point is, no one ever knew how to feed without a professional. So how are we still alive today? If people use the regional food customs that were learned during the eras and proved to be healthy in the population, then one should use them. The point is that if people have changed their diet to industrialized products, then he does not know if his regime is correct since he is the guinea pig. The person does not have a history of testing a people that proves healthy eating, contrary to the risk that their experience tends to be more destructive. So the best thing is not to be a test guinea pig, but to learn in your region what you ate and what foods and rules made people in your area healthier. Not that the professional is not important, but it is important that we know that the customs are already tested for generations, and so it is more information tested for the group than other groups.